Let's note that I'm here in my personal capacity as a Kenyan whose reputation and image stand to be negatively impacted by malicious and false allegations.
This was last week at a press conference in Nairobi. And here the anti-graft body boss Philip Kinisu joined the ranks of prominent leaders who, when faced with a scandal, are quick to go the defensive way, vowing not to resign. They may not have faced any scandal, but at this commission that he leads, it will be worth noting that his predecessor, Professor P.L.O. Lumumba, and recently Momo Matemu, after much struggles, had to leave the office unceremoniously. Whether Kinisu will survive the latest onslaught in a proverbial case of the hunter turning out to be the hunted remains to be seen.
A scheme has now been hatched, and it's being executed right now to malign me using wild, false allegations, the details of which are now in the public domain.
At the bone of contention is the accusation that Esaki Limited Company, associated with his family, pocketed 35.4 million shillings in tenders for the supply of various items to the National Youth Service between October 2014 and November 2015. It is alleged that Esaki Limited was hurriedly awarded a tender to supply malaria control insecticides despite being issued with a pesticide license a day before the opening of the tenders and after the tendering had been closed. Allegations that Kinisu denies.
Had any reference been made to the time period that the contracts were won, performed and been paid for, it would have been noted that this happened before I joined the EACC.
In a matter that has left many arguing that the case is riddled with conflict of interest, 4 EACC commissioners broke their silence and joined those raising the concerns. In a statement, the 4 commissioners, namely Sophia Lepuchirit, Dr. Dabar Abdi Maalim, Paul Mwaniki Gashoka and Rose Mugoi, say Kinisu should take personal responsibility without the necessity of a suspension being invoked under Section 42(7) of the Leadership and Integrity Act. The statement says in part, by virtue of his office and his relation with Esaki Limited, the chairperson's personal interests are in apparent conflict with those of the public in respect of the subject investigations. End of quote. The commissioners further says they have written to the Attorney General seeking his legal guidance on the matter. But with EACC commissioners breaking their silence over the matter, the big question remains. Will Philip Kinisu bow to pressure and join the list of EACC bosses who have in the past been forced to leave the lucrative post unceremoniously? Reporting for Channel One News Hour, I'm Ron Cliff, OD.